Okay, we're all here. So for challenge one, we're going to be doing a take on Shark Tank. You're going to be coming up with an invention with your team. This is an invention that is going to help during a zombie apocalypse. Anything that you might think would be helpful during a zombie apocalypse, an invention to create to ensure that you will survive the zombie apocalypse. I'm going to be putting you into your breakout rooms, give you about 10 minutes to figure out what this invention is. Then afterwards, I'm going to bring us all back. You're going to send me a script to read to my friend. I'm going to call my friend. I'm going to read the scripts based on what the inventions are. And my friend is going to pick their two favorites. Those two teams will be immune from the first tribal council. And the team that loses will have to vote one person out of the game. First person voted out as Survivor Season 6. Any questions so far? Great. Even if they pop up, just shout it out. Give me 1 second while I make that breakout rooms. And once they are made, you can just go right ahead and start planning.
A hula hoop situation with like whatever to like keep people away. Also very COVID safe.
So like a tranquilizer gun style.
Yes.
Like a basket that constantly refills with food and water.
Yeah.
So I'm drawing a little tank. That is my food regeneration tank.
But just want to call out that I think the van is like a funny idea. That you just have a van with all your stuff.
So is the hula hoop around the waist or the feet?
Okay, so we're at 4:17 right now. We have 8 minutes to get a script going. Do you guys want to take a vote?
We're introducing to you the hoop skirt
hero.
I also just like Apocalypse Babe, if we can spruce that up.
Okay.
But wait,
the dress isn't just a dress, it also comes with a matching clutch that turns into, you guessed it, a taser.
the dress also has pockets. The dress also has pockets.
Yeah.
A little lizard tail.
Potential name.
Ready
The
for
Lizard
eating.
Lounger.
Ooh.
Where do you buy sour apples? Straight from
the apples.
Say the Wicked Witch. From the Wicked Witch.
Straight from the Wicked Witch.
Hi, Grant. I like your flannel. Grant, you are used to judging this first challenge, so I appreciate you coming back. For our first challenge this season, I had them come up with an invention and pitch it to you Shark Tank style, just like last season. This invention this time is meant to be something that would help you in a zombie apocalypse. Now, I had told the competitors to just come up with an invention, and you were going to pick your top two favorites because we have 3 tribes this time. But I would like you to not only focus on your favorite, but I would like you to pick the 2 that you think would specifically work best together.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Combo. Yeah.
Combo, exactly. All right. This is the Hoop Skirt Hero.
Okay.
Hey, Sharks. I don't know if you heard or not, but the zombies are coming, and it's a motherfucking prom night. But you don't want to be weighed down without serving looks. So we have a product for you. This dress will keep you safe and catch all the eyes. Let's start with the dress. Your first line of defense is the hoop skirt itself. When a zombie sidles...
Yeah, it's like they sneak.
Thank you. When a zombie sidles or sneaks up to you during the cha-cha slide, ba-bam, daggers. Our hand-stitched fibers are doused in sour apple spray straight from the Wicked Witch herself. If that doesn't work, you have your matching clutch that turns into, you guessed it, a taser. This dress has everything. Organic cotton, it's stain-proof, and it has pockets. Just remember, it's your night, and you don't want it to be your last one. All right, that's the Hoop Skirt Hero. All right, let's move on to the Lizard Lounger. This one comes with a visual aid.
The alliteration.
Yes, sure. All right, make of this what you will.
Okay.
Okay. Take a good look.
I think it's pretty straightforward, yeah.
Great. Yum. Okay, great. Welcome to the Zombie Apocalypse 101. where we show you the essentials to surviving the onslaught of brain-dead feasters. Have you ever been without food or without water in a tough time? Starve no more. With the Lizard Lounger, you will never have to be without food or water again. This magical tank can grow your food scraps indefinitely. Dump some meat, veggies, and other scraps into your tank, and they will keep growing all by themselves. You can reach in for a little snack whenever you please. Think of your typical lizard buddy. We'll call him Fred. Fred loves to provide for us, and in turn, we provide for him. Chop off his tail for a snack? He doesn't mind. In fact, Fred is so busy running on his hamster wheel and looking for companionship, he feels nothing. Whenever you are hungry, his tail can provide sustenance, and the great thing about lizards is their tail grows back. Of course, in order for it to grow back, the lizard needs to eat, so we provided a starfish. The great thing about starfish is that their bits grow back too. So, the lizard eats a bit of the starfish, then you eat a bit of the lizard, and everything grows back, and you never run out of food ever. But the Brita filter is sold separately.
Of course. Oh.
That is the Lizard Lounger.
Can we see the visual one more time?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yum. Little tongue there. Great.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Let's move on to our final invention, the Apocababe app.
It's an app.
It is an app for your phone, I suppose. Maybe it's an appetizer. We'll find out. Another pandemic coming around the bend, and you don't have a honey? Not sure if your babe is alive and stoned or just dead? Don't fear the Reaper. Introducing Apocababe, the new app that helps you find romance and a sense of life during the zombie apocalypse. Now compatible with all smartphones, with satellites standing by should the power go out. So there are extra satellites standing by should the power go out. You can find a new pod, meaning a person, to defend your life with, and maybe a smooch as well. Okay, thank you. Afraid, even intimate, of zombies crashing your date? People on the app can report zombie sightings so you don't run into any issues. And if romance isn't your speed, you are valid, and you just want to have a Netflix Zoom party and watch maybe Survivor, you can also make your friends or casual acquaintances with our Apoca Pal section of the app. There's something for everyone. The CDC has shown that loneliness kills 1 in every 3 people. So download Apocababe today because loneliness is the ultimate killer.
Kills 1 in 3, and how many people are here?
1 in 3 people.
Okay.
A third of all people every year die just from loneliness, according to the CDC. All right.
So sad.
Yes, it is. It is. So Grant, we have Apocababe, we have the Hoop Skirt Hero, and we have the Lizard Lounger. These are all great ideas, but which two would be the most helpful in surviving the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I do want to emphasize that these are all great. I love all of these projects. If I could, I would pick all 3. Ethan did say to pick the ones that would work together the best. And as soon as you said that it's a dating app, I feel like the Hula Skirt Hero, yes, and the dating app feel like they're made for each other, right? Like you're gonna try to look good during the apocalypse, but you also want it to be functional. But you're not just trying to look good, like you always want to look good for yourself, but like you want people to see it as well. You want people to like admire your selfies, and that's what the app is for. Also, the fact that there are like satellites just for this app, I feel like could be what saves everyone ultimately if someone knows how to hack or something. So that seems like a pretty useful thing as well. The lizard is great. I love the lizard. I think if there's such a like rich network of people because of this app, we maybe won't be struggling for food as much as we would in a non-app universe, right? So I'm gonna go with the Hula Skirt Hero and Pocketbabe dating app.
Sure. Thank you so much, Grant. All right, Apocababe and the Hula Skirt, you guys are safe. That means tribe number 3, Michael, Matt, Katie, Philip and Renee. Going off to tribal council. So sorry. One of you will be voted off, become the first person voted out of this game. Grant, thank you so much for your time and your energy.
Yes,
You
thank
may
you
go
for
if you
having
like.
me. Good luck, survivors.
Thank you all for your patience again. I'll give you another, let's say 3 minutes. We'll come back at 4:47 Eastern. We'll start tribal council number 1. So sorry, good luck.
Well, everyone, thank you for your bravery and ingenuity in creating the lizard lounge.
Should have been a lobster.
Okay. Renee, you are perhaps the most well acquainted with my version of Zoom Survivor out of anybody here. First person voted out first time you played. You made it quite a bit farther the second time you played. Third time's a charm this time?
Third time is a charm.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some success this time.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll find it. Matt, as somebody that has played in other types of Zoom survivors, online survivors, is there anything that you can take from your previous experience that can help you in this game?
I think this early on, it's so touch and go with sort of who you get a good read on, who you feel that you can trust, because nobody's sort of voted yet. Nothing's been put to the test. But I think we designed a good little thing. It's hard to get that read so quickly,
Yeah.
but I feel good with some of the connections that I have.
Okay. It's good to hear. Michael, I heard during the break, the tribal break, that you said, jokingly, that it should have been a lobster instead of a lizard. Obviously, this is a joke, but is there anything that was thrown out while you guys were working on your pitches that you thought, oh, if only we decided to do this, maybe we'd be in a better spot?
I think my team did everything right. Sometimes there are factors beyond your control.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Do you feel, Michael, I'm going to keep on you for just a hot sec. Do you feel as out of control in regards to this vote, or were you talking to people?
I think the vote will always go the way it was meant.
Okay. All right. Katie, do you feel that the vote is going to be organized in a certain direction, or do you think everybody's just voting their individual conscience?
I don't know, it's hard to tell because it's our first one. We just met each other, and it's kind of like, I don't know anybody at all, so you kind of could think one thing and you never know, it could go another way.
Philip, Katie brings up an interesting point about pregame relationships. What is your sense in this season about pregame relationships, and maybe if people have them? Has there been much talk or anything?
I am curious about pregame relationships. I'm gathering there aren't a ton. As far as I know, none of us in our team already have pregame relationships.
Oh, okay.
We're all meeting each other for the first time. Yeah.
Okay. So then this vote is probably going to be all over the place. Is that a fair assumption?
I think we'll have to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we will see. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to bring you each one by one into the voting booth. This is a private breakout room between you and I. I will have my video and audio off. As soon as you enter the voting booth room, say anything you'd like to say. If you would like to say something about your vote, and then say who you're voting for, and I will write it down on my own piece of paper and present the votes afterwards. Does anybody have any questions? All right.
I'm just gonna start off. I just need to rant for a second because I did not think that this lizard lounger idea was a good thing. I came up with the name, but like literally everything else, like why would you need a lizard during the apocalypse? That being said though, I think we're pretty organized in our votes, so I'm gonna have to vote off my favorite person in the world.
I'm sorry to have to cast my vote, but I think out of everyone on our team, Michael will take it the most graciously. So
Really sorry, I don't know anyone, so just kind of going with how I think the tribe went.
You messaged me and said that you want us to vote for you. Normally that would be a big red flag, but if there were anybody that would actually employ that as a strategy, it might be you. So your wish is not mine.
This strategy will either work or it won't work. But I vote.
Right.
All right, everybody. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Become the first member voted out of this season. Here we go. First vote, Michael. Second vote, Renee. Third vote, Michael. The first person voted out of Survivor, Michael. Michael, I'm so sorry. Out of here. Wow, in a jiff. Michael,
He didn't even say a dramatic goodbye.
he sprinted out of tribal council as fast as he could. All right, I'll bring us back. Congratulations on surviving the first vote. Hopefully your fate won't repeat itself.
Let's hope.
Hi, everybody. We back. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience and all that. Michael Frank voted out in the last tribal council. Michael was voted out in the last tribal council. Okay, great. Let's move right on to our next challenge. For our next challenge, I'm going to be putting you all back into your breakout rooms again. And I'm going to send each of you, each of your tribes a word scramble, 15 words that I associate with apocalypse, the apocalypse, anything related to that. I've scrambled up the letters and the words, and you gotta unscramble them. First, 2 tribes to send me the entire list of unscrambled words. I don't want 15 messages. I want 1 message with the full list of unscrambled words correctly. Win immunity. Last tribe to finish. Go straight to tribal council.
I'm scared.
Yes,
I know.
I feel like.
Yes, we got it.
Oh, okay. I'll post
I got
this.
number 1.
Extinction. Bomb shelter. Gas mask.
4 is global something.
Famine is famine number.
Oh, famine is, that's right.
6 is bomb shelter. Gas mask is 7.
Yeah. What's 8? I don't. Nothing's coming to me.
Is that the one that starts with a P?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the one. I feel like it's tier.
Societal collapse.
Yes.
Wow. Yep.
Send him in. Boom.
You're a beast at that.
Matt, you were awesome at that.
Thank you. I
Holy
do a lot of crossword puzzles and stuff.
All right, congratulations. You are the first tribe to send it.
Yes!
Dang, we really did that.
Go boost.
The absolute last one is alien invasion. Last one, alien invasion.
It might not be collapse. That was just what came to me.
No, it collapses right.
Oh my goodness.
Social.
Societal.
Okay, yeah.
Societal collapse.
Collapse. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. I have them all.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Ethan, are we safe?
We're immune.
No, don't say it.
So sorry. So generally,
Are we dead?
Oh, tribe 2
Yeah,
is
we're
immune. We're
dead.
tribe 2.
we're going to proceed to tribal council. I'm going to give y'all 6 minutes. Let's come back at 5:15. We'll begin tribal council.
That was so stupid.
We did our best.
Yeah, we did. I
do
mean,
our best.
We were going pretty fast.
I thought so.
We were. It's like adrenaline pumping, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my heart's racing right now.
So I like all of you.
That makes it so shitty.
I don't know how to go about this, to be honest. But whatever happened, it was good times. This is still the superior tribe.
Fact.
I'll send you guys cookies in the mail if you don't vote for me. So
That's unfair. I want cookies.
I would do the same, but I am a terrible baker, so you would not want my cookies.
See?
All right, everybody, let's start coming back to tribal council. So ending your conversations if you're having them, or keep them going. Do whatever you want to do. Lisa, I would like to talk to you first. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I heard you during the tribal break say that this is tough because you love everybody on this tribe and it's going to be a hard vote. If I recall, the last time you played Zoom Survivor, you said the exact same thing about your tribe and then they voted you out. How worried are you that history is going to repeat itself?
Of course, there's some apprehension there because you really just never know. That was a very tough vote, but I accepted what happened. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I feel like I've had good conversations with everyone on this tribe. We also had great conversations as a whole beforehand. So I don't know how this is gonna go.
Okay. Then Lisa talks a little bit about conversating with people, conversing with people on the tribe, and mentioned a little bit about talking before this session started. Was that also your experience? Was everybody talking to each other even before today?
Yeah, we tried to keep conversations going, but it was just, I think, I know for me, it was like, are we in the game? Are we out? You know, because we hadn't met as a group of 3 or even 5 yet, of 15 even. So it was just very confusing on what we were supposed to do and if we were supposed to start things off.
Oh, sure. One of the things I love about Survivor is there isn't really a supposed to. It really is just like whatever happens. Eliza, let's go way back in time to the first time I ever ran a Zoom Survivor game. You were the first boot.
Let's not, bestie.
Okay, sorry. Is there anything you learned from the first time you played till now that might put you in a better spot?
I think this is a very different game than that one, like in some very fundamental ways. Like not only were there only 2 tribes, but there were a lot of pre-existing relationships. And I think that's a different like flavor of game. Like I remember when I was talking to people before we started, we were talking about like blood versus water and how like there's a different sort of like flavor to it if people know each other beforehand. And I think I fell victim to that like, I mean, to be fair, I didn't like play super hard, but it was like the first time any of us were doing this. So I think the difference now is a smaller group of people. I think we've been really good at communicating. I think there's less of the like blood versus water energy happening.
Okay.
That's my vibes.
Okay, yeah, that's good to hear. I am never a huge fan of when Survivor ends up being just about who knew each other, and I'm really excited about this season because it seems like we really have a good mix. Kath, how are you finding your footing? Have this being the first Zoom Survivor game you've competed in, at least of mine?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's funny. I was in like a big hole of watching Survivor, and you know, of course, when you watch, you're like, fuck, I really want to see if I can like do this. And then you're like, I don't know about eating those like the egg embryos, like not sure if I want to do that. I have some bad gut health going on. So, you know, yeah, I think that it's good. I mean, I think that it's really interesting being put into like a group chat while you did the first tribal council with other people to kind of suss out energies, but it's definitely different not being in person to experience this, because like even though we're not living on an island together, I feel like it lives in the back of my mind like we are. So yeah,
for sure.
I'm not sure if I answered that question. I'm like shitting my pants about this. So
you're good, you're good. No, that was perfect.
I forget who said, I think it's Steven in like the Second Chances, where he's like, I have a gastrointestinal upsetment or something.
Yes, hashtag severe gastro and distress, intestinal, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yes.
For
I am
sure.
him shitting on the side of the shack.
Ian?
Yep, nailed it.
Thank you. How when I started playing in other people's Zoom Survivor games, something that I really resonate with what Kath was saying is about how quickly I started pooping my pants. Are you also feeling the brunt of the paranoia and the anxiety already?
Yeah, I mean, at first I kind of thought that was the coffee I had drank that was kind of just running its way through my system. But as that kind of settled in, I started to realize, no, it wasn't that. It's the game. The game is afoot, as a wise man once said. So, just gotta keep composure, and hopefully things go the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see which way it's going to go. Hopefully it'll be the right way. It'll definitely be the wrong way for one.
So I'm going to vote for Ian. Unfortunately, sad face. I think this is a really hard one because not only is it the very beginning, but our tribe is really great, and there really isn't any one person who's like a weak spot. There's no such thing in our tribe, but it really factually is not personal, and I'm sad either way.
Holy freaking moly. All right, I am going to go with Eliza. Eliza's just personal.
So in times like these, I like to ask myself, what would Harambe do? And I think Harambe would want what's best for the team going forward. So for that case, I'm going to have to vote Eliza here.
It's going to be Ian.
Unfortunately, I would like to vote for.
We back. The votes are in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I wish we had a torch,
Alrighty. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Become the second person voted out in Zoom Survivor Season 6 Apocalypse. Here we are. First vote, Eliza. Second vote, Ian. Third vote, Eliza. Fourth vote, Ian. 2 votes Ian, 2 votes Eliza, 1 vote left. The second person voted out of Survivor is Eliza. Eliza, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call. So sorry.
Aggressive.
Heidi, let's go back. We'll bring this back. We went a little bit over, so we're going to break right here. Congratulations for surviving session 1. Eliza was voted out at the second Survival Council. Alrighty. Well, congratulations. I had a lot of fun with our first session. I can't wait to see where this goes. All right. I love you all. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Ethan.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.